Good morning. I'm Dr. Wilson Paul, Associate Professor, Department of Corporate Secretaryship of KCS Kakinada College of Arts and Science. Now, let us start with sum number 1 for the chapter Final Accounts. The format which was given in the previous slide, a previous PPT, I hope you would have memorized the format by this time. Okay. Now, let us do a simple sum that is nothing but a simple balance sheet alone, not a P&L. You're going to do only the balance sheet, which means, see, look here, your data are given here. I read out the sum first. Land and building, 12% debentures, share capital, plant and machinery, goodwill, investment in shares of Raja Limited, general reserve, stock and trade, bills receivable, debtors, creditors, bank loan, unsecured, provision for taxation, proposed dividend. You asked to prepare a balance sheet of the company as per the revised Schedule 6, Part 1 of the Companies Act 1956. This is a new method, which means you have to prepare the balance sheet in a vertical form again. So far, what you've done in +1 or +2 or your first year accounts, you would have done the balance sheet in a ledger form. That is, left hand side will be your liabilities and right hand side will be your assets. Here, we won't do that. We'll do one by one. Okay. Before preparing the balance sheet, we'll prepare the notes first. We'll prepare the notes to the balance sheet first. Okay. We'll see in the next slide how the notes is prepared. Notes means nothing but you will have a heading for everything. You would have memorized the format. And I told you I gave you the format in the previous class. For every heading, you have to post these values in the specific heading. For example, goodwill comes under the heading intangible asset. Plant and machinery comes under the heading fixed asset. That is a tangible asset. Okay. General reserve comes under the heading reserves and surplus. Bills receivable goes under the heading trade receivable. So you have every heading. Under that you will write all those items. Okay. I gave the list also. What are the items that comes under various headings also? I gave you in the previous class. I hope you would have memorized that by now. Okay. Let us see how the answer is done for this first sum. The next slide. Now, see, I'll prepare the notes first. I'll write the headings, every heading first. I know the format. So if I memorize the format, I'll write the heading and do the posting. First, share capital, the reserve surplus, long-term borrowing, short-term borrowing, trade payable, short-term provisions. It goes on. Okay, I write the heading with leaving some space. Okay, for share capital, I'll do 3 lines of space. Reserve surplus, I'll leave 3-4 lines of space. Long-term borrowing, 3 space. So okay, so I'm doing the posting now. Okay, the share capital. So that alone comes in the share capital. And the reserve surplus, general reserve, P&L. Here there is only one item. So if you have only one item and a particular heading, there is no need for you to do a total here. Okay, see, as it is short-term borrowing, there is only one item. Trade payable, there is only one item. But your short-term provision, there are 2 items are there. So when there are 2 items, you write the total there. Okay, when there is only one item, that will be the total as well as the value. So you will take the same amount over there to the balance sheet. Okay, the short-term provision is 1,05,000. 50,000 plus 50,000 is 1,05,000. Okay, now next slide. Then your tangible assets. What are the tangible assets here? Land and building, machinery. Then intangible, I told you before, goodwill. Then non-current investment. Under the non-current investment in shares in Raja Limited. So if you write all the headings, then you do the posting. That will be easy for you to do. If you memorize the format, then you will have everything in your memory. First, leave space, every heading, write all the headings first by giving 3-4 lines as a space. Then you fill the values one by one. So you do the posting one by one after writing the headings first. Okay. So once again you see in the tangible asset there are 2 values. Therefore I given a total over there. For goodwill there's only one. For intangible asset there's only one value. There's no total. Okay. Just I've drawn 2 lines. The non-current investment 2 lines. Then for trade receivable there are 2 values are there. Debtors and BR. So which means you have to get the total over there. Okay. So these are all your notes to your balance sheet. Then I'll prepare the balance sheet now in the next slide. So this is the balance sheet now. Okay. For balance sheet also has a format. I'll write the liabilities first, followed by the assets in the next page. But you'll do in the same side. You'll do in the same page itself. Okay, since I don't have space, I've done liabilities in one sheet and assets in other sheet. Since you have more space, you do liabilities and assets in both same sheet itself. Okay. See, for example, here I'm doing the balance sheet now. For balance sheet, equity liabilities, the heading. Under that, you have shareholders fund. For shareholders fund, you have two values are there. I gave you the format. Okay. You have share capital and reserve. When you add share capital and reserves and surplus together, will give you called shareholders fund. Okay. The total alone, all the total will come here. Okay. From the notes to the balance sheet, you take all the totals and write it here one by one. Okay. After reserve surplus, the next heading is non-current liabilities. Under the non-current liability, you write only long-term borrowing. Okay. Then current liability. Under the current liability, you have short-term borrowings first, the trade payable, short-term provision, and other current liabilities. So if you have a number, so if you have a value, you write the numbers here. 1 to schedule number, not schedule number, it is nothing but notes number 1 is share capital, note number 2. Okay. And last one is the other current liabilities. The value is not given there. Therefore, it is no need for you to write actually. But still, I have written the notes number. So, no need to give a number for the item which is not there. Okay. But the heading you should write. And the amount is not there for other current liabilities. Okay. Next. We'll do the assets in the next sheet. Now, all the assets are written here. The assets have two headings, non-current asset and current asset. Under the non-current asset, you have three headings. Fixed asset, that is tangible asset, intangible asset, non-current investments. Then current assets, you have receivable, inventories, short-term loans and advances, cash and cash equivalent, other current assets. Okay, is that clear? So it should be numbered actually. The next, it should be a continuous number. For tangible asset, you give a number. The intangible asset also you give a number, that is 8, 9, 10, then 11. That's all. Inventories and all, you don't have a number for that actually. Okay. So the last line, the previous page you have a total of 17 lakh for liabilities. Then in this slide we have a 17 lakh total of assets. So this is how you do the balance sheet, one after the other, not the left hand side and right hand side. Okay. So this is all about your first sum. Then I'll do the next sum. So when you practice more sums, it will be easy for you to understand things. Within one sum you can't understand anything. So when you practice more sums, you will be able to understand. But still you should memorize the format. Under what heading, what are the item that appears. Okay. The next sum. Let us see next sum in the next slide. Next, sum number 2. From the following balances, prepare the balance sheet. Again, we are going to prepare the balance sheet now. Okay, the data given here are goodwill, investment, share capital. Okay. For this, we will prepare the notes again. We will prepare the notes first. Okay. For notes, you write all the headings. For example, share capital is first heading. Next is reserve surplus. Then long-term borrowings. So write all the headings. Leave space and write all the headings. Then you post one by one. First, goodwill. Goodwill goes to the intangible asset. Investment will go to the non-current investment. Share capital go to share capital. Reserves goes under the heading reserves and surplus. Even security premium goes under the heading reserves and surplus. Preliminary expenses you will minus from the profit and loss. Always keep that in mind. So when you come across preliminary expenses, you will minus it from the profit and loss account for the current year. So here we have profit and loss for 25,000. The preliminary expense 10,000. The net amount of P&L will be 15,000. Is that clear? Then debentures. What under what heading you write the debentures? Long-term borrowing. Is that clear? Then other fixed assets. Then stock, debtors. Debtors. What heading you write the debtors? Trade receivable. Okay. The sundry creditors. What headings you write the sundry creditors? Last item. Under the trade payable in the liability side. Okay. So this is how you do. Okay. I'll go to the answer first. Next page we'll go to the answer now. Now I'm preparing the notes to the balance sheet first. Okay. So see, I've written the format. Share capital first, the reserve surplus, the long-term borrowing, trade payable. Is it clear? I'm just doing the posting. If You do the sums easily provided when you know all the format thoroughly. Is it clear? So see, share capital, reserve surplus, long-term borrowing. Long-term borrowing, there are two items are there. So when you have two items, you have to make the total over there. See, for trade payable, there's only one item, that is current liability, sundry creditors. So I have not made any total, just I've drawn two lines, that's it. Okay, next slide. Here we have asset side. Okay, for intangible assets, you have assets, and fixed asset you have intangible, then non-current investment, then invest under the heading non-current investment you have investment, then trade receivable, that is debtors. So this is all about the notes to the balance sheet first. Now we'll go to the balance sheet in the next slide. See, I'm drawing the balance sheet now. From the notes, I prepare the balance sheet. So whatever the notes I have, whatever the total I get in the notes, I'll write it here, everything. Share capital is 1. Reserve surplus, I saw it is 1,40,000. Then current liabilities, long-term borrowing, 3,15,000. Because we saw long-term borrowing two items, unsecured loan and debentures. The total alone will come here. Then current liability, short-term borrowing, nil, nothing is there. Trade payable, 35,000. The short-term provision, other current liabilities, even though you don't have any values or any amount to be written in the short-term provisions and other current liabilities, but still you have to write the format. Is that clear? We can't ignore that. The format is fixed. You have to write whether you have values in that or we don't have values in that. You have to write the format. Is that clear? So this is your liability side. The total liability side comes to 9,90,000. Okay. The next side we'll see the asset side. Now assets, non-current assets, fixed asset, tangible asset, intangible asset, non-current. So all the totals I'm writing here. See. So I told you, assets are split into two parts, non-current asset and current asset. Under the non-current asset, you have 3-4 headings are there. Okay. Then under the current asset, you have trade receivable, inventories, short-term loans and advances, cash and cash equivalent, then other current assets. Okay. From the notes, I'll prepare the balance sheet actually. First, I have to prepare the notes. After completing the notes, I'll prepare the balance sheet. Whatever the total I get in the notes, I'll write it in the balance sheet directly. Okay. That's it. That's how you prepare the balance sheet.